according to the Apostle Paul, God has done just that. He's given us something. He's given us the fruit of the Spirit, and he's given us a particular piece of fruit called joy. And he said, boy, when you got a breakup, all you got to do is grab joy. And he said, boy, when your kids rising up on you and you want to choke them to death, all you got to do is grab joy. And when you have an emotional, psychological, physical problem, emotional problem, all you got to do is grab joy, and you ain't got to buy it because it comes in the fruit of the Spirit. Christ gave it to you when he died and rose again from the dead. All you need to do is insert it. So what am I saying? Some folk, you blow it back and your legs hurting and you got an insert in your hand and you just won't put it in your shoe because you too lazy. He's giving it to us, y'all. It's called joy. That's what you insert when folk get what you say on your last nerve. Now, how many in here can tell me how many you got? How you know you at the last one? Is there somebody medically can tell me he on nerve 719 and you ain't got but 720? On my last nerve. Please. So first of all, since we can be joyful Christians, God has given us an insert with the fruit of the Spirit and a particular piece called joy. So I want to do two things. First of all, I want to talk about what is Christian joy. And secondly, I want to talk about how Christians can obtain this joy. Let's answer question number one. What is Christian joy? And notice, it's not by accident I'm putting Christian in front of joy, because for some folk, having a bag of weed is joy. So that's why I'm saying, what is Christian joy? Because you can get happy over the wrong thing. You can be joyful when you're sinning. So I know that Christian joy. Yeah, because some folk happy if they get that piece of man. No, I'm talking about Christian joy. What is Christian joy? Number one, we got to be careful not to confuse Christian joy with human happiness. The dictionary, Patty and Sylvia, defines the word happiness as a state of heightened contentment. And honey, it goes on to say, and pleasure characterized, watch this, by good luck or good fortune. And you know, as children of the living God, we don't believe in luck. Well, now, see, I'm waiting for my horse to come in. Well, I read Revelation and mine already came, and it said he was riding on a white horse and he had a vesture dipped in blood. If you're waiting for your horse, baby, you need another shepherd, because mine already flew in. Riding a white horse, and his name is Faithful and True. So you waiting for the wrong pony. We don't deal with luck, good luck. Don't give me that. Our English word happiness has as its root the little word hap. H-A-P. Which has to do with unknown and unpredictable element of chance, or something we sometimes call, once again, luck. And they, you know, for y'all who play number, y'all know what Lucky 7 is. And if I would pull the house and handcuff y'all, we might find a Lucky 7 in one of your pockets. I ain't saying who, but if you're going in your pocket now, yeah. Think of other words with the root hap. Think about this, Brother Simons. There's haphazard, a word that means random or pertaining to chance. Then there's, Sister Del, happenstance, which is a word that refers to a chance circumstance. Then there's hapless, a word meaning without luck, for all y'all who don't hit. The problem with the word happiness is that it usually depends upon luck or chance, two things we have no control over. No control over. Look, y'all, let me just, since I'm almost there. Don't you know that the casino hell keepers down 94, don't you know that they are in business to make money? Bobby, you are not going to break the casino. Some of them in the marketing, they know what they're doing. They actually, some of them on purpose, have no windows, and they actually pump oxygen in there so you don't get tired of doing this.
Right.
And you wonder, oh, I'm feeling pretty good. I can stay here another hour. It ain't even dark. Ain't no windows in there. They pumping oxygen to you so you can keep your hand moving. And I guarantee you, 99.9% of the folk in there cannot afford to be in there. You don't have extra. I'm just telling the truth. Yeah. Just a rainy day fund. You ain't got a sprinkler fund. But yet and still, you in hell keepers. Because they got good food. You didn't go broke eating. Human happiness, then, is circumstantial, whereas Christian joy is concrete and complete, and is such because of its connection to Jesus Christ. Stay with me now. Human happiness is dependent, and Christian joy is interdependent. Although, Deacon Richardson, although this is sad, it's true. Happiness for some people, and tell me if I'm lying, depends on if it's sunny or cloudy. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. It's some folk in this sanctuary now you scared to speak to because you don't know what day it is for them. I know I'm telling the truth. Monday they speak to you. Tuesday they bite your head off. So now you in the middle like, well, what day? What do we? I passed on, so she didn't speak to me. Did you see the way you looked at her? I wouldn't either. That person didn't know what you was about to do to him. Happiness for some didn't pay depend on if the wind blowing or not. Some folk mad, they put the clock up. Some folk mad, they put the clock back. And folk that don't work, you shouldn't care what they do with it. Now, I'm not talking about those who work and retired. I'm talking about those 20 just ain't gonna work. I'm losing sleep. You ain't, where you going? What you do, you can get up at any time. I mean, you ain't gonna do nothing but stand on the corner. Rose will be there. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Happiness depends for some on the size of their paycheck. Ain't necessarily a bad thing. Happiness for some depends on whether they riding or walking. Happiness is both unreliable and unpredictable. Christian joy, on the other hand, Kathy Mongo, is an inner happiness not dependent on outward circumstances. Happiness is actually the overflow of joy. Joy is the source. Happiness is simply the stream. Almighty. Satan weds happiness to happenings. God weds happiness to holiness. And that's why some of us ain't happy, because you're unholy. See, unlike human happiness, Christian joy can continue to exist despite difficult and unpleasant circumstances. And let me just tell you this, for y'all who thinking, yeah, but you just don't know my story. There ain't nobody living that has a perfect upbringing or life. So quit making excuses. Everybody grew up without something. My daddy didn't hug me. Well, grow up. Go hug a tree. Go hug somebody. What I'm saying is we all got to get over something. And I mean, now, don't get me wrong, I wish your daddy would have hugged you, but I'm saying nobody has a perfect upbringing. So I'm saying quit blaming my past. Get on with your future. It's important. See, the reason I'm dealing with this What's Christian Joy, Sister Jeanette Williams, it's important for us to understand what Christian joy is, because sometimes people are converted to Christ expecting a greater degree of happiness. Wrong theology is just as prevalent as right theology. And get this, y'all, even the devil don't mind a perverted gospel. You got preachers telling you, all you got to do is give your life to Christ. Everything going to be all good. Ooh, money cometh. Just give everything to Jesus. That's a lie. Some of your worst headaches, some of your worst hellions, you're going to run into in church. That don't mean God ain't real and God ain't good. It just means that some folk lied to us. God is going to make you happy by removing all your problems. No, he ain't. He uses problems to grow you. Now, when we tell them that up front, now they come in church. Now, Brother Randall, after 6 months, they're stricken with the reality that Christians suffer just like everyone else, and sometimes, it seems strange, even more. Maybe they lose a loved one. Maybe they're incapacitated with a serious illness, and all of a sudden they're confused because they say, wait a minute, God cheated me because y'all told me if I join up with y'all, everything gonna be all right. God didn't let you down. Somebody just gave you false theology. God ain't let you down. And it doesn't mean that God don't exist. Many fall at this point due to, watch this now, a failure of their misplaced faith that was built on circumstances, not Christ. That was built on happiness, not holiness. That was built on feelings, not facts. That was built on lies, not loyalty. So now, as James Evan Jr. would say in the ghetto, now when the grits hit the fan, that's when folk quit church because, you know, I prayed to your God and he didn't answer me. I prayed for a house and I didn't get it. Do you have any money? No. Why would he give you a house that you can't pay for? God ain't crazy. He know you can't pay for that. We are told in Scripture, y'all. I'm in Scripture. We are told in Scripture. It said, count it all joy. Watch this. When. Not if. Sister Prue, when you enter into diverse temptation. Not if. When. Philippians 4:4 said, rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. Whoa. Rejoice in the Lord always. When I'm up, rejoice. When I'm down, rejoice. When I got money, rejoice. When I'm broke, rejoice. When I'm sick, rejoice. When I'm well, rejoice. When I'm working, rejoice. When I'm unemployed, rejoice in the Lord always. Not based on circumstances. So here's the definition of what Christian joy is. I mean, this ain't concrete, it's just Timothy, but it sounds good. Christian joy is a basic bedrock of confident assurance regarding the present and future that lies beneath the shifting sands of daily happenings. It is a deep-seated attitude of contentment that knows no matter what may happen in this life, God is still sovereign. His 8,810 promises are still true. And he will ultimately right all wrongs and will reward his children. That's what it is. Yeah.